Advice to anyone out there that's struggling. I'm getting a lot more comments, people saying, I resonate with your story. I've healed, but I'm still struggle to get to where I want to be, this and that. And every single time someone tells me that they're having a hard time, I say the exact same thing. So I thought I'd make a video about it. You see this background? Seriously, when I was depressed AF, getting out in nature seemed like the stupidest thing in the world to me. I'd see people putting their hands on trees and I'd be like, no, I'd rather sit in my garage and smoke a cigar and a beer than get outside and, walk around in nature. But I can honestly tell you, in the 10 years that I've been on my healing journey, I've now become addicted to nature, the beauty of nature. I spend many nights in the summertime, Third Beach in Vancouver, just watching the sunset, being surrounded by nature and just being in absolute awe of its beauty. Getting out in nature, it's not about getting a boner when you see a tree. It's healing your energy. And it's also taking you from your mindset of where you were. You come out in nature, you get this good, clean energy. Put your hand on a tree. Where your circuits were batteries, right? The trees are grounded into the earth, so put your hand on it. You will clear energy from you that doesn't serve you. So I always say, get out in nature. The other thing, to go back in time to when I was contemplating taking my life, the one thing I wish I could say to myself is seriously, you gotta be easier on yourself. You gotta lighten up and stop being so hard on yourself. If you're depressed, it's because you're being hard on yourself. If you just started becoming, when I was so depressed, man, I focused on becoming delusional happy because that's what I thought happiness on this planet really was. That actually, it worked for me for a bit. But the one thing I wish I could say to myself more than anything when I was contemplating suicide is that I needed to be easier on myself. One of the things on my healing journey that was hard to come to terms with was realizing that anyone in my friend circle that wasn't a shaman or wasn't an energy healer or didn't have their heart extremely open and had a healthy state of mind, I didn't have any time for them. And if you've been depressed for a while, you have to take a look at the people around you and ask yourself, are these people examples of who you want to become? Because you become your 5 closest friends, and that's just an energetic thing. The people you hang out with most, their energy is going to rub off on you. Personally, that's why I hang out solo a lot of the times. There's lots of fun things on this healing journey that you're going to come to realize. And if you're working a job that's killing your soul, that was the case for me. 22 years as a steel fabricator welder, following in my old man's footsteps, bringing in close to 100 grand every year, medical, dental, month off, holidays, this and that. But it was killing my soul. It got to a point where I was like, fuck, I'd rather be dead than continuing to go into the same rectangle fucking cube, welding the same shit, breathing in smoke all day, not seeing the sun all day. Would have rather been fucking homeless than gone back to that shit. So you got to make a choice when it comes to your career. If it's killing your soul, is it really worth the money? These are things you got to come to terms with if you want to heal from depression. If you're struggling with depression, it's because you haven't forgiven or got over or whatever you need to do. You haven't done it. What is making you depressed if you've been depressed for a long time? It could be a belief system you have. Was for me for a very long time. And just got to the point where I was like, I'm sick of my own shit. I want to be happy and I'm going to do whatever the fuck it takes to get there. So it starts with you. Get out in nature and be easier on yourself. That's all I got. Thanks for watching.